My beloved child, stay with me until the end because this message carries a mystery that few people are prepared to hear. Do not skip. What you are about to discover is not what it first appears to be. For a long time, something valuable has remained unnoticed, hidden in plain sight, waiting for the right moment to be recognized. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. There is a story about a person who believed they had nothing left to gain. They walked through the same rooms every day. They looked at the same walls. They followed the same routines. Yet they never realized that a hidden opportunity was much closer than they imagined. Not because it was invisible. Not because it was locked away. But because they never thought to look at their surroundings differently. Do not skip. Imagine hearing these words, "My beloved child, sometimes what you seek is closer than you think." At first, the person ignored the signs. They convinced themselves that nothing unusual could possibly be waiting for them. But strange clues kept appearing. Small reminders. Unexpected discoveries. Tiny details that seemed unimportant at first but later revealed a larger picture. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. Day after day, curiosity grew stronger. The person began paying closer attention. Areas they once ignored suddenly seemed interesting. Places they passed every day started to feel different. Questions began to form. What had they overlooked? What had been there all along? Why did it feel as though an important discovery was getting closer? The mystery deepened. The excitement grew. The search continued. Do not skip. Then one day, a realization arrived. The true treasure was never simply about finding money. It was about discovering value where others saw nothing. It was about recognizing opportunities hidden inside ordinary places. It was about learning that awareness can change everything. Imagine hearing these words, "The greatest discoveries belong to those who pay attention." That message changed the person's life. Suddenly they noticed possibilities everywhere. Skills they had ignored. Opportunities they had overlooked. Ideas they had dismissed. What once appeared ordinary now seemed filled with potential. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, many people spend their lives searching far away for blessings while overlooking the opportunities already around them. They believe success must come from somewhere distant. They believe treasure must be hidden in secret places. Yet often the most valuable discoveries begin when a person changes the way they see what is already within reach. And that is the revelation. The greatest treasure is not always something hidden inside a house. Sometimes it is hidden inside a new perspective. Sometimes it is hidden inside an opportunity. Sometimes it is hidden inside your own untapped potential. So keep your eyes open. Keep learning. Keep growing. Because the moment you begin noticing value where others see nothing, your entire journey can change. And that moment may be much closer than you think. My beloved child, if you have stayed this far, then listen carefully because the mystery is growing deeper. Do not skip. What seemed like a simple story is beginning to reveal something much bigger. There are moments in life when a person feels that something important is waiting to be discovered, yet they cannot explain why. They simply feel it. A quiet feeling. A persistent thought. A sense that there is more to the story than what appears on the surface. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. The person in this story could not stop thinking about the clues. Every day they noticed something new. Every day another question appeared. What had they missed? What had been overlooked for so long? Why did it feel as though an answer was getting closer? The more they searched, the more they realized that the greatest obstacles were not locked doors or hidden locations. The greatest obstacle was the belief that nothing valuable could be waiting for them at all. Do not skip. Imagine hearing these words. My beloved child, sometimes the first thing that must be discovered is belief. Think about that carefully. Many opportunities remain hidden because people convince themselves they do not exist. Many dreams remain unrealized because people stop looking before they ever find them. Many blessings remain unnoticed because people expect them to arrive in a different form. That realization changed everything. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. The person began looking at their surroundings differently. Places that once seemed ordinary suddenly felt important. Small details began to stand out. Forgotten corners. Old memories. Abandoned ideas. Things that had been ignored for years suddenly seemed worthy of attention. And then something surprising happened. The search was no longer about finding a hidden treasure. The search became a journey of discovery. A journey of awareness. A journey of recognizing possibilities that had always been present. Do not skip. Many people spend years waiting for a miracle while overlooking the opportunities already sitting in front of them. They wait for life to change without realizing that change often begins the moment they choose to see things differently. Imagine hearing these words, the value of something is often revealed only when someone takes the time to notice it. How powerful is that truth? A talent may remain hidden until it is developed. An opportunity may remain invisible until it is explored. A blessing may remain unnoticed until gratitude opens a person's eyes. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. As the days passed, the person understood something that completely transformed their thinking. The greatest treasure was not necessarily what they might find. The greatest treasure was the wisdom they were gaining through the search itself. Patience. Curiosity. Awareness. Hope. These qualities became more valuable than anything they originally expected. My beloved child, there are discoveries waiting in every life. Some arrive as opportunities. Some arrive as lessons. Some arrive as unexpected doors opening at exactly the right moment. The people who find them are often the people who continue looking when everyone else has stopped. And perhaps that is why this message found you today. Because a new chapter of awareness is beginning. A chapter where overlooked possibilities start becoming visible. A chapter where hidden value starts revealing itself. And a chapter where you begin to realize that the most important discoveries are often much closer than they first appear. My beloved child, the story is becoming more interesting now, so stay with me until the end. Do not skip. What began as a simple search has turned into something far greater than anyone expected. The clues are starting to connect. The questions are starting to make sense. And the person at the center of this mystery is beginning to realize that every step of the journey has been leading toward an important revelation. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. At first, they believed the answer would appear quickly. They thought one discovery would solve everything. But the deeper they looked, the more they understood that some truths reveal themselves little by little. Piece by piece. Moment by moment. What seemed hidden was not trying to stay hidden. It was simply waiting for the right time to be understood. Do not skip. Imagine hearing these words, "My beloved child, valuable things often reveal themselves to those who remain patient." There is great wisdom in that message. Many people give up too early. Many people stop searching the moment things become difficult. Yet the people who continue moving forward often discover things others never see. That is exactly what was happening. The person began noticing patterns. Small details that once seemed meaningless suddenly felt connected. Certain memories returned. Certain ideas resurfaced. Even ordinary moments started carrying a different feeling, as if they were pointing towards something important. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. As curiosity grew, so did awareness. The person realized that treasure is not always what people expect it to be. Sometimes it appears as an opportunity. Sometimes it appears as knowledge. Sometimes it appears as a realization that changes everything. And that realization was getting closer. Closer than ever before. Do not skip. There came a moment when the person stopped asking, "Where is the treasure?" and started asking, "What am I meant to learn from this search?" That single question changed everything. Suddenly the journey became more meaningful. Every clue mattered. Every lesson mattered. Every experience mattered. Imagine hearing these words, "The search itself may be preparing you for the discovery." Think about that carefully. What if the greatest reward is not only what you find, but who you become while searching? What if patience teaches wisdom? What if curiosity opens doors? What if perseverance reveals possibilities that would otherwise remain hidden? Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. The person now understood that something valuable had been growing all along. Not just around them, but within them. Confidence was growing. Awareness was growing. Understanding was growing. And with every passing day, the mystery became less about a hidden location and more about a hidden opportunity waiting to be recognized. My beloved child, life often works this way. People search for answers in distant places while the most important discoveries are quietly forming nearby. They look for signs without realizing they are already surrounded by lessons. They look for treasure without realizing they are developing qualities more valuable than treasure itself. And now the story is approaching a turning point. The clues are becoming clearer. The picture is becoming complete. The revelation is drawing near. Because sometimes the greatest discovery is not finding something that was lost. Sometimes it is finally recognizing something that was there all along. My beloved child, the mystery is reaching a powerful turning point now, so stay with me until the end. Do not skip. What once seemed like scattered clues are beginning to form a complete picture. The person who started this journey believing they were searching for something hidden is slowly realizing that the search itself has been leading them toward a much greater discovery. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. As the days passed, a strange feeling continued to grow. It was not certainty. It was not proof. It was something deeper. It was the feeling that every clue, every question, and every moment of curiosity had been pointing in the same direction. The answer was closer than they ever imagined. They began revisiting places they had ignored before. Looking at familiar surroundings with fresh eyes. Thinking about old ideas in new ways. Suddenly, things that once seemed ordinary no longer felt ordinary. They felt significant. Do not skip. Imagine hearing these words, "My beloved child," when your perspective changes, hidden opportunities become visible. That message stayed with them. The more they reflected on it, the more they understood that many treasures remain unseen not because they are hidden, but because people stop looking. They assume there is nothing left to discover. They convince themselves that everything valuable is somewhere else. But what if they are wrong? What if some of life's greatest opportunities are waiting in places people have stopped paying attention to? Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. The person could feel that a breakthrough was approaching. Every lesson from the journey seemed to be leading toward a single realization. Every clue seemed to carry the same message. Every step seemed to bring them closer to understanding what had been in front of them all along. And then something remarkable happened. The search stopped feeling difficult. The questions stopped feeling confusing. The uncertainty began turning into clarity. Do not skip. Imagine hearing these words, "The moment of discovery often arrives when you least expect it." How true that is. Many people imagine that important discoveries come with loud announcements and dramatic signs. Yet often they arrive quietly. They arrive through understanding. Through awareness. Through a sudden realization that changes the way everything is seen. That is exactly what was happening. The person began seeing value where they once saw nothing. They began seeing possibilities where they once saw limitations. They began understanding that the greatest treasure was never simply about finding something hidden. It was about learning how to recognize value when it appeared. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, there are moments in every journey when the pieces finally come together. The confusion starts fading. The lessons start making sense. The reason behind the search becomes clear. Those moments are powerful because they reveal how much growth has taken place. The person who started this journey is no longer the same person now. They have learned patience. They have learned awareness. They have learned persistence. And most importantly, they have learned that some of the greatest discoveries are not found by accident. They are found by those who continue searching when others stop. The story is approaching its final revelation. The clues are no longer scattered. The answer is closer than ever. And what comes next may change everything they thought they knew about treasure, opportunity, and the hidden value that has been quietly waiting all along. My beloved child, if you have stayed with me this far, then you are standing at the edge of the greatest revelation in this entire journey. Do not skip. What seemed like a search for something hidden has become a lesson about awareness, patience, and discovery. The pieces are finally coming together, and the answer is closer than ever before. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. The person in this story could feel it. Every clue they followed. Every question they asked. Every moment they spent searching had brought them to this point. Looking back, they realized that nothing had been random. Every step had taught them something. Every challenge had prepared them for what was about to be revealed. At first, they searched with excitement. Then they searched with curiosity. Then they searched with determination. Now they searched with understanding. Do not skip. Imagine hearing these words, "My beloved child, the greatest discoveries happen when preparation meets opportunity." That truth changed everything. Because the person finally understood that they were no longer the same individual who began the journey. They had become more observant, more patient, more aware. They had learned to notice things that once escaped their attention. They had learned to recognize possibilities hidden inside ordinary moments. And that lesson was priceless. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. As the mystery unfolded, one realization became impossible to ignore. The value they had been searching for was never limited to a single place. It was woven throughout their entire journey. Hidden within lessons. Hidden within experiences. Hidden within opportunities they almost overlooked. The search had opened their eyes. The search had changed their perspective. The search had transformed the way they looked at the world around them. Do not skip. Many people spend years waiting for a breakthrough without realizing that breakthroughs often begin with awareness. They begin when a person starts paying attention. They begin when someone refuses to overlook possibilities. They begin when curiosity becomes stronger than doubt. That is exactly what happened here. What once felt ordinary now seemed full of potential. What once seemed small now seemed meaningful. What once seemed hidden now felt ready to reveal itself. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. The person stood there reflecting on everything they had learned. The mystery that first captured their attention had led them somewhere unexpected. Not simply toward an answer, but toward a new understanding of value itself. They realized that the greatest treasures are often discovered by people who remain open, patient, and willing to look deeper. My beloved child, there are opportunities waiting in every life. There are lessons waiting to be learned. There are possibilities waiting to be recognized. The people who discover them are often the people who continue searching long after others have stopped. And now the final chapter is approaching. The revelation is almost complete. The lesson is almost clear. The treasure is almost understood. Because sometimes the greatest reward is not what you find at the end of the journey. Sometimes the greatest reward is the person you become while traveling the path. And what comes next will bring everything together in a way that nobody expected. My beloved child, the journey has finally reached its final chapter. If you have stayed with me until this moment, then listen carefully, because everything you have heard has been leading to this revelation. Do not skip. This is where the story comes together. This is where the mystery finds its meaning. Stay till the end because something beautiful is waiting for you. The person stood quietly, reflecting on every clue, every question, and every step they had taken. At first, they believed they were searching for something hidden outside of themselves. They believed the answer was waiting in a secret place. They believed that one discovery would suddenly change everything. But as they looked back on the journey, they realized something extraordinary. The greatest discovery was never a hidden object. The greatest discovery was a new way of seeing. A new way of thinking. A new way of recognizing value. Do not skip. Imagine hearing these words, "My beloved child, what you learn through the search is often more valuable than what you find." How powerful is that truth? Because the search had taught patience. The search had taught awareness. The search had taught gratitude. And those lessons became treasures that could never be lost. Stay till the end because something beautiful is waiting for you. The person finally understood that life is filled with hidden opportunities. Not because they are buried away, but because people often overlook them. They rush past possibilities. They ignore small beginnings. They underestimate their own abilities. Yet the moment they begin paying attention, everything changes. Suddenly they see potential where they once saw limitations. They see opportunity where they once saw obstacles. They see blessings where they once saw ordinary moments. And that realization changes the future. Do not skip. My beloved child, there may be times when you feel that nothing important is happening. Times when progress seems slow. Times when answers feel distant. But never underestimate what is quietly developing beneath the surface. Growth is happening. Wisdom is growing. New opportunities are preparing to appear. Trust the lessons. Trust the journey. Trust the growth that has taken place within you. Because every challenge has taught you something valuable. Every experience has made you stronger. Every step has brought you closer to becoming the person you were meant to be. Stay till the end because this is the most important part. The story began with a mystery. It ends with understanding. The story began with a search. It ends with awareness. The story began with questions. It ends with wisdom. And that wisdom is this. The greatest treasures in life are not always the things we find. They are the lessons we learn, the character we build, the opportunities we recognize, and the hope we carry forward. My beloved child, continue moving forward with confidence. Continue looking for possibilities. Continue believing that every day carries the potential for a new discovery. Because the world is filled with opportunities waiting to be recognized by those who are willing to see them. And as this journey comes to an end, remember one final truth. The treasure was never simply about what was hidden. The treasure was the growth, the wisdom, and the strength you gained along the way. And that is a treasure that will remain with you forever. The mystery is complete. The lesson is revealed. And a brighter chapter now begins.